has that even like has people like started to respect him more, or have they like kind of gave him a backlash because they think he's still in the sound of it?
Yeah, well, from what I know, Jamaica really was not okay with Drake with all that, with his last project, because he had a lot of reggae influences on his last project, or the one before More Life.
Oh, you talking about Views?
Yeah,
the Views.
But me personally, like, I just think that's ignorant. Like, Drake never said he was Jamaican. Drake never said he was African. He never said he was from London. He just has influences from these people and from this music, and just like a hip-hop artist can take an old R&B song and remix it, why can't Drake do the same thing? Like, he has people like Beanie Man on his songs. He has people like Popcorn on his songs, so he is paying homage. He is giving the respect where respect is due. I don't see what the problem is. But everybody doesn't think that way. Everybody feels like Drake should actually say, thank you, Beanie Man, for being on the song. They like, nothing is ever enough for people. Like, I noticed that.
I kind of think that, and like, I don't know if this not like racist or stereotype, but y'all Jamaicans, y'all don't play.
No, we don't.
I do not play. Like, I told myself when I go to Jamaica one day, I want to make sure, like, you know how like you got to get like a pass.
Yeah.
I want to get a pass. Like, hey, I got a niece that's Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love y'all food. You know what I mean? So, in the show, I ain't really watched the Grammys like that. Did a Marley actually win like a?
Yes.
But
best reggae album.
Do you really think it's because of their name? Because I feel like all of them was talented. Like, I even knew some Marleys that played like they athletes. Like,
I genuinely think they're all very talented.
Yeah.
Like, they're all very talented. But it's just crazy how every time a Marley album does come out, the Marley album wins. I mean, maybe they genuinely do deserve it. I haven't listened to the last Marley album I listened to was Damian Marley Jr. Gone when that first album came out, and that album was really good to me. I haven't really listened to anything else, so I can't really say if he deserves to win or not. But there are other people out there that I think are just as talented and probably should win. But because he has that name, Alfred is going to win. But we don't know.
The Marleys like the Wayans brothers. Like, they like all over the place and stuff. But like all of them are like successful in their own way. You know, like I said, like I knew some that I watched closely. Like, they was playing football. I don't know if they in the league now. But like that family, like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
So like now in today's music and stuff, like with hip hop and things like that, because I'm a hip hop head. So who are first of all, who's your top 5 rappers of all time and why?
Top 5?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Do you want to do an overall, or we could put male top 5 or female top 5?
I'll do
overall.
I'll do overall. This is not in any specific order either. I can't.
Everybody say that.
I can't put them in a specific order because they talk about different things. They have different styles, so I can't really put them. But Jay-Z is definitely there.
Why? He in my top 5 too. That's Uncle right there. I'm trying to be like him one day.
He's super talented. He's very humble about the things that he does. And it does help that the life that he's portraying in his music, he actually lived it, and I can respect that. Another one I like is Eminem.
Okay, we on the same track. Okay,
for sure. Like, he's dumb honest. Like, you can't just like in 8 Mile. Like at the end of the movie when he
classic movie.
Yeah, like he turned all his negatives into a positive. Like, what the fuck are you gonna say about him now? He just used it on himself. So you have nothing to say. Like, he's good at doing that stuff in his music. Drake is in there.
Okay.
Drake is dumb talented. Like, it doesn't even make sense. And it's not only him, but it's the people around him and the team that he has. His team is unmatched.
Like 40, I feel like 40 is underrated as a producer. Like, he's still like, I don't think he get that same love as these other producers out here, because 40 beats are like crazy.
They are. I'm going to put Big Sean in there.
Whoa, hold on. I love Big Sean. Big Sean my top 10. You the first person that put him in your top 5. Explain to me why. I love Big Sean, by the way, so I ain't...
Because Big Sean for me progressed. Like, Big Sean for me was always nice with his lyricism. But I just think as he got older, maybe he got a little bit more money, he was able to do exactly what he wanted to do as far as music goes, as far as his sound and his production. But his lyricism was always there. I just think that he just wasn't pushed as much as when he was younger, when his younger stuff came out. Yeah. Until now. So
I think he come from that tree. Like, you got Redman, right? Then you got Eminem. You got Ludacris and then you got Big Sean. Big Sean, to me, he got that Ludacris, Eminem, Redman flow. Yeah. Like his.
He's really animated.
Yeah. So it's just like, for me, like to me, he's still underrated. But he's top tier to me. Like he need to be top tier because of the albums that came out. Then like his singles. Like the man is like. I feel like he's another one of them artists that like has a cult following, especially from being from Detroit. Where it's been a while before he came on Detroit. Really, they didn't really have nothing.
Right.
You know, they had Eminem and D12 and you know a whole bunch of.
Now it's just like coming out full force.
Yeah.
So my last, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know he's been like a little off.
But he's
on and on. Like, he's been on and off with stuff, but he is consistent with his work ethic, which I can appreciate. Dedication 6.
I haven't listened to that yet.
You should.
I need to listen to it.
He's coming back. Just know that.
But I feel like people need to come to a point like Lil Wayne started off when he was like 12.
Right.
So, like, he's in that status, like, he's like with the Jay-Z's and Eminems, like, he don't need to rap no more.
Right, he was doing this shit because he wants to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you have artists like Nicki Minaj, Drake, you know, even Tiger, you know what I'm saying? I think Tiger gonna make a comeback, too. I heard some of his last album. It was different, but I like it. I think he's gonna make a heavy comeback. But to have, like, 3 artists under you that's, like, that went commercial and sold, like, they had gold and stuff like that. They went with Drake. I think Drake and Nicki Minaj went platinum and stuff like that. So like to have that resume alone, but we already know about his resume. Like his resume is really long to me. I tell people the first Carter is my favorite album from him.
I can't choose between the second and the third Carter. I can't choose.
Why not?
Because they're both really good to me.
I think
music.
Yeah.
Fire.
Money on My Mind.
Yeah.
I think Carter 2 is like one of them albums. Well, I feel like Carter 1 and 2 is underrated. Carter 3 was great, but it was more commercialized.
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So who's like your... Because I noticed you have J. Cole in there. I noticed you have Biggie or Park or... you know, like Busta Rhymes.
They're more conscious rappers. Not that I have an issue with that, but I can't relate.
Yeah.
I can relate more to these artists.
Yeah.
With the things that they say, the messages that they talk about, I can relate more to them.
But I feel like people are so sensitive, like when it comes to top 5. Because with me, I have Jay-Z, Eminem, Biggie, Ludacris, and I believe I have J. Cole. Let me see. What I said, Jay-Z, Eminem, Biggie, Ludacris, and J. Cole.
Okay.
Kendrick and Park, they in my top 10. And a lot of people say like, oh, why you don't have Park or Kendrick in your top 5? I'm like,
that's everybody's personal opinion.
Yeah, like
and that's what people need to realize too. They get so caught up in, oh, why you don't like what I like because it's what I like.
Yeah.
Like that's my top 5.
It's good to be different.
Right. Everybody's top 5 is not going to be the same. Everybody's top 10 is not going to be the same.
Yeah, so it to me it's just a beautiful thing because I feel like once you have different influences, especially as a rapper, as a DJ, as a producer, you have different sounds and stuff like that. like the other day I heard on P Diddy was saying like hip hop is becoming diluted, but I find like a lot of hip hop artists all the time, like, you know, especially if they like local talent, and you would be surprised some of them like, you know, have a following where you might as well just, they made it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Even though they local. Maybe they seem local, low-key, but maybe they like, you know, I call them the underground kings, like Little Flip. Little Flip in my top 10. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know who Little Flip was, Little Flip is one of like the best like rappers, like freestylers, like in history. One of, you know what I'm saying, in the South. So in your last interview, you talked about Beyonce and Rihanna.
Yeah.
Explain to me like the whole thing about that.
So they were just asking me if I feel like, well, who's better in my opinion, Beyonce or Rihanna? I agree that they're both very great. Like they're great artists. Nothing can take away that from them. I just feel like Beyonce was in this a little bit longer than she was, than Rihanna was. They also do two different kinds of music. I just feel like as far as vocal, Beyonce is a better vocalist.
I've heard that a lot. Like a lot of like my fiance and my homegirl say like when they sing Rihanna and Beyonce live, Beyonce is a better live performer than Rihanna.
Because that's how I look at things. Because in the studio, like, and I realized that too when I first started recording. Like you can edit anything.
Yeah.
You can have somebody that sounds like shit and make them sound so great. Like you really can. It's crazy what they can do in the studio, what engineers and producers can do. Like they can make you sound like a Beyonce when you really don't sound like Beyonce in real life. So I look at stuff like that. Like I've gone to Beyonce concerts, I've gone to Rihanna concerts. Beyonce for me is just a better performer overall. Rihanna is getting there, but I don't think she's on Beyonce's level at all.
I think, just my opinion, because you know they in two different places. When it comes to albums, Beyonce got it, but singles, you gotta say Rihanna got a catalog like what track Man Down was on? What album that was? Loud to me. Like it was only 11 tracks. But it was still like, it was a good album, but like the hits, you know what I'm saying? Like Rihanna, I always compare her to like the Drake, like they like counterparts. Like, you know, Drake might not have that much albums. Like, well, he have enough albums, but he might not have like a stronger catalog as a J. Cole, as a Kendrick, as a Big Sean.
More singles, more hits out.
You know what I'm saying? So it just, I just feel like, especially nowadays, like singles are becoming more important than albums.
For sure.
You know, like
nobody, like they just want to hear that hit single.
Yeah.
But then you got to think about longevity also.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these artists probably won't last because they're only good for hits. You want to, like for me personally, I want a long-lasting career. I don't necessarily need to be as big as Beyonce, but I would like to be known somewhere at some point in time. So I would like longevity in my career. And
they missing my auntie Lauryn Hill on the.
Huh?
They missing my auntie Lauryn Hill.
Oh,
she ain't my auntie for real, but that's everybody auntie. But
I count her as an artist. I don't really look at her as just the rapper because she's saying it. She raps.
I kind of like, all right, okay. Even though Andre 3000, he's with Outkast and stuff. He had albums with him and Big Boy. But I still kind of gotta compare Lauryn Hill to Andre. Like I have to compare them two because Andre. You kind of say he had that one solo album, The Love Below.
But he had hits, though.
Yeah, he had hits.
He was nice with the pen, also. Like, his features were really good, too.
I feel like Lauryn Hill, if she had at least 2 more albums, she'll be, like, the GOAT without question. Like, she's still the GOAT, but she had...
that one album that he did. That
like... People still like question. I don't question her. I said she's still the GOAT for me. Honestly, it's just that you know, as time, you know, go by and stuff, you see like the Nicki Minaj's and stuff. I can't compare her to Lauryn Hill though. Lauryn Hill's more.
I can't really compare her to Lauryn Hill either because even with the 2 albums.